It's time for an episode of What I Wore This Week. What I Wore This Week videos are where every single week I share how I'm shopping my closet, how I'm re-wearing the pieces that I already own, and how I sometimes refresh things with new pieces that I buy. So if that's the kind of content you like, if you love building everyday elevated outfits that are comfortable and super wearable, then stick around. I'm also doing a series of giveaways, so if you want to join, then check the description box for a link where you can sign up. Now let's talk about this first look because I feel like this look is definitely stepping into spring. I'm really excited about what's to come. And so I put together this look with this new top that I got from Oak and Fort. This is actually a brand that I've wanted to try for a while because I've seen that they had such gorgeous knits, but I think they're a Canadian brand. Either way, they were not based in the US, but I believe that they are opening some stores in the US. This is a very cute cardigan. It comes in other colors, but I selected this very pretty blue that just reminds me of spring, and it's so complimentary to a lot of people's skin tones. So I feel like this is one you guys should grab if you love a cardigan like I do. It's a nice thicker weight, not too heavy, but definitely suitable for the back and forth weather that we are having. And then you can throw something underneath if you want, or just wear it over your shoulders and have it like layered on top of a really like thin cami. On the bottom, I'm wearing this circle skirt from Hues. You can also swap out a skirt for a pair of trousers, something flowy. I think it would be really, really nice. The same way this skirt is pretty flowy, or you can do a pencil skirt. I love a cardigan and a pencil skirt. That's a really great look. On my feet, I'm wearing my Schutz slingbacks in this gorgeous like Dalmatian print. It is pony hair. And then for my bag, I went with this little patent leather Coperni bag. And for my sunglasses, I went with a cat eye pair of shades that I've had for a really long time from Tom Ford. Here's the next look that I have for you. This one is super easy to recreate. You probably already have pieces very similar. The top that I'm wearing is new to my wardrobe from Quince. If you missed the video where I shared the new pieces that I got from Quince, go back and check out that video because they really are the perfect transition pieces. I love the cotton cashmere blends that I picked up. They are 100% natural materials and really great price points. The top here is a ribbed top. It has a little bit of a wider rib, still very comfortable. I like the way it can flex with you and snaps right back into shape. The sleeves are slightly belled, like they flute out just a little bit, and I really love that. I like the cut. Everything about this is really comfortable. And then on the bottom, I'm wearing these relaxed trousers from Express. I love that stripe down the side. It's a nice flowy pair of trousers. The pleat is more relaxed, so it's not so prominent, and I prefer that. And then on the bottom, I'm reminded again that I need a pair of black pumps, but I'm not willing to settle. I'm just looking for a black pump that I feel could work when I style more professional, elevated outfits. And for me, when I come across black pumps, they give like corporate work. I want something that I feel can work for both. And so I'm still looking. Let me know if you have any suggestions. On my feet with this outfit, I'm wearing my Alaya pumps. They're in this gorgeous mushroom color. Now the thing is, I really love these pumps in black, but I'm not willing to pay full retail. So until I come across the black ones, at least what I paid for these ones, which I think was a great price. I think I paid like around $500. I love these shoes so much. They're comfortable, and I would like to have the black pair. So we'll see if I come across those. The bag that I'm wearing is from Hues. It's a leather, just plain clutch. And you can throw on a regular black like shoulder bag if you have that, a black tote, or you can do a color pop if you wanted to as well. And for my shades, I went with a vintage Gucci pair. Here's the next look that I want to show you guys. And the top that I'm wearing here is a 100% silk top. I love the colors. I actually got this top from my mother, and she had this top for a really long time. It definitely reminds me of the 90s. It's something about like a silk shirt that's like loose fitting, has a little flow to it. The colors, maybe it's the print. I'm really not sure, but it definitely reminds me of the 90s. I really love this top. You probably could find something similar or something that would give you like 100% silk with some different prints on it from a vintage or a consignment shop. That's a good option. I'll have other options linked for you guys that are really cute. And on the bottom, I'm wearing these jeans that I picked up from Quince. Really comfortable. These impressed me because they do not have a waist gap. They are a barrel shape, but the barrel is very subtle. And then I have my Tony Bianco suede pumps. For my handbag, I went with this Bottega bag. This is actually a rental from Vivrel. I have a promo code for you guys. If you sign up for a 3-month trial, you get the first month free. And if you're interested in trying out some new handbags or just seeing what you like, then this could be a great option for you. I'll have all that information in the description box. I love the way this bag pairs with this outfit. Overall, the outfit is very subtle, but the top is like more of a punch, more of a color pop, and I like the way everything pairs together. And just to tie in that sardine handle on the handbag, I threw on my Bottega sardine sunglasses. I love the gold hardware here. Overall, very subtle pieces The top definitely stands out, but this is something you could easily recreate. Even if you have a cotton white button-up shirt, something really simple and classic, that would also be a great option with this look. Here's the next look, and this one is definitely more casual. I'm wearing this zip-up jacket from Express. The color is perfect for the spring. It's a little bit lighter. And then on the bottom, I'm wearing these barrel jeans from Madewell that I just put a cuff in to give more of a relaxed look again. And then I threw on these white sneakers that have like a little silver tab in the back. These are extremely comfortable. I didn't think I was gonna like them as much as I do. I got them on a brand trip, but they are so comfortable. I'll have them linked for you guys if you're looking to check out a pair of just classic white sneakers that are very comfortable. They have a little bit of like an arch in the insole. On the inside, it's very cushiony, but it gives you some nice support on your foot. And they still have a very sleek look. So if you're interested in something like that you can walk in really comfortable but really supports your foot, then check these out. And for my handbag, I went with my Balenciaga, the silver metallic, just to tie in that little silver tab on the back of the sneakers. And then I have on my Ideal necklace. I love the way this necklace looks like a little smile, and it has the diamonds, the white gold chain, and it's a really pretty piece, and I get a lot of compliments on it. And the earrings that I have paired with it are actually from Walmart. They have Swarovski crystals. They were super inexpensive and they pick up the light beautifully, and I get a lot of compliments on those as well. Here's the last look that I have for you. This one is a lot of fun. You can wear this for going out. This definitely gives a spring vibe, but it's a little chilly out there, so I threw on a jacket. The top that I'm wearing is Affirm. I got this from Nordstrom. I love the colorway on this. And one thing about Affirm is that they come out with these mesh tops in so many different prints and patterns, colors, every single season it seems like. So they'll definitely be a great option for you. The jeans that I'm wearing are men's jeans from The Gap, and they have some distressing, they're nice and long. And then I threw on my Bottega wedge shoes. They're in this lilac, beautiful, and they're patent leather. And I love the texture with the classic Bottega weaving. And then my handbag is my Loewe puzzle. And the jacket that I'm wearing is this long line blazer. It's wool, it's not super heavy, but it is wool. It has the side venting, and this one is from Banana Republic. That's it for all the outfits I have for this week, you guys. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. If you're interested in shopping anything that I share in these videos, then make sure you scan the QR code and you'll have access to shop all the links that I share really at any time you want. So if you've seen something in the past and you're thinking about it, or maybe you just remembered something that I shared before and you was like, you know what, I wanted to go back and pick that up, then if you scan the QR code, you'll be able to go back and have access to my links at any point. I also want to share a couple of new things that I picked up that I have been loving, starting with the blush that I'm wearing. This is a Tom Ford blush, and it's the new collection of blushes that Tom Ford released. These are soft matte blushes that he came out with. And when I saw this orangey peachy color, I was like, I have to check it out. It is so beautiful. I love the color. It's definitely a really nice bright pop in the pan, and I think it looks nice and bright on my cheeks as well. I did layer it, and I personally don't mind when I have to layer up with my blushes or anything that is a prominent color that I'm gonna wear in my makeup, because for me, you have the flexibility of building the coverage that you actually want, as opposed to being afraid to put something on because it's bam in your face. And I really like those kinds of products as well, because you know, sometimes you just want something that's super saturated. And I know a lot of people feel like they're getting more for their money if something is really strong in pigment, but it really just depends. You know what I mean? It just really just depends what you're using the product for, how you feel about makeup, and how skilled you are. Some people want to be able to easily apply their makeup and not have to worry about, if I have a heavy hand, it's gonna be too strong or I'm gonna look crazy. So something like this, I did build it up, but even with the first wash of color, it was very pretty. Subtle, but very pretty, and you can build it up to a stronger pigment. I think it is so beautiful. And for me, I feel like it gives that sun-kissed look, but not red. You know, I have some bronzers or blushes that are a little bit more red, and I feel like they give me that sun-kissed look, but they still have that red undertone. This one is just so pretty and peachy, orangey, and I just love that it doesn't have that red tone, but it still gives me the sun-kissed look. So I like to have options and varieties, but I feel like this is a really nice texture. It is matte, so there's no shine or shimmer. So all I do is go over it with a little bit of a highlighter, and I'm actually looking into another like bronzing kind of glow product that I think would pair really nicely with this. I'll keep you guys posted, but if you're interested in a new blush that is really nice, then check out this Tom Ford. I also picked up a new pair of shoes from Hues. Now, I know some of you have commented and saying that I put you onto Hues, but I can guarantee you, like, I never liked anything from the brand until I got those Dalmatian print pointed toe shoes. Those were the first pair of shoes that I feel ever have worked for me. I've seen styles that I thought were cute. I've seen them on other people and I thought they were great, but for whatever reason, they just never worked for me. And now, I don't know if it's because they are changing the styles that they're releasing, but I feel like they have a lot more that I'm loving. So I picked these up. How freaking cute. And these are pony hair again, just like the Dalmatian ones, the pony hair. I love texture. I love pony hair. I love zebra print. I love any kind of animal print. I think all of it is beautiful. And these, as soon as I saw them, I was like, I have to at least try them on because I wasn't sure if the opening, it was gonna be too wide. I cannot stand when a peep toe is like a really wide peep toe. I like it to be a peep, you know what I'm saying? These are a little bit more than a peep, but they're not, like my feet are not hanging all over the place saying hi to everybody. But these are so cute. The heel height is absolutely perfect. This I find is a comfortable heel height that I can walk in, I can dance in, I can move around in, and I don't have to, you know, be wobbling all over the place. I think this is a really practical and comfortable heel height that is still, you know, really nice. It still is very flattering on the leg, really, really pretty. And I love a mule. A mule, to me, it is one of the most flattering styles of shoes. For one, if you get the right heel height, it's just going to look really nice when you're walking. It just looks really, really good. You have that nice long line on your leg because when you have something with like an ankle strap, it definitely cuts you off. And so most of us are not super tall and super slim. And I find that a mule is like one of the most flattering ways you could go, even though I do have shoes that have the ankle strap and I think those look great as well. But just something about a mule I love so much. So classic and so beautiful. And then they also have a couple other colors in this that are leather with a python like imprint. And I really like those as well. They have like a blush kind of pinky color that I'm considering because I like these so much. I think I should try those on just to see if I like it. And then they also have more of like a cognac kind of like tan with the same snake embossed leather. Those are really great as well, but I feel like if I have these, I don't need the other ones, but it's still a different vibe. So you never know. I think these are a really great shoe. So definitely worth trying on every color that it comes in just so you can have options. And this is the kind of shoe I feel like you can wear with jeans and a t-shirt. You can wear this with something more fun to go out for the evening. You can style this and play around, have a lot of fun. You can wear this with yellows, greens, blacks. I just love that this is gonna go with so many things, so stay tuned. And this actual style, they didn't have a lot of, but when I purchased these, they had a lot of smaller sizes available. But this exact print, they did in a lot of different styles. I saw that they came out with a platform wedge that I really am considering. It is so good. But I was like, do I really need two shoes with the same print? But the wedge is a totally different vibe. So I don't know. I'm really considering it, but they're so cute. And they have a mule with a lower heel, more of a block lower heel that I think could be a great option if you're not into a higher heel. They had one that was like leather brown with a wedge in the back. They have a bunch of different shoes with this same print and with the pony hair. So if you like this actual print, but you want to try a different style, then all of them looked really cute. And I actually wasn't even going to show you guys these because just in case you wanted this exact style that wasn't available in your size. But a lot of you have been asking me about these Steve Madden shoes that are not available anymore. And they kind of are similar in the vibe, but totally different because they're gonna give you different looks when you style them. But because these come in other styles, I wanted to show you just in case you were still wanting to have the look of the pony hair with the print, but you were open to another style. That is it, you guys. That's everything I've got for you in this video. If you haven't subscribed already and you made it this far, what are you waiting for? I would love to have you. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.